fighters coming off career-long layoffs, and that's due in part to boxing politics and injuries, fights falling through. But for Michael Zerafa, he's taller, but he has a 1-inch reach disadvantage, and we have seen Erislandy Lara transformed from a stick-and-move technician who avoided unnecessary exchanges into a fighter who looks comfortable in those trenches, and he says he's going to knock out Zerafa before round 6. With the official introductions, here is Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Well, fans, from the T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, Premier Boxing Champions presents a world title attraction, this time in the middleweight division, and brought to you by TGB Promotions and sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours, and Universal Pictures Monkey Man, only in theaters this Friday. Well, this bout is sanctioned by the WBA, the president Gilberto Jesus Mendoza. Introducing our judges, all from the state of Nevada, we have Eric Cheek, Chris Migliori, and Dave Moretti. Introducing our referee in charge of this bout, he'll be giving instructions after the introductions, Allen Huggins. All right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Middleweight Championship of the World. Introducing to you the challenger. On my right, fighting out of the red corner, entering the ring wearing black trunks with leopard trim, joining us from Melbourne, Australia. He weighed in at 158.6 pounds. With a record of 31 wins and 4 losses, he has 19 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight he is making his first attempt at a world title. Please welcome the challenger and world-ranked middleweight contender, introducing Michael Pretty Boy Zerafa. And his opponent across the ring on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, the defending champion, entering the ring wearing black trunks with gold trim. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, by way of Guantanamo, Cuba, he weighed in at 159.8 pounds. His record, 29 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws, with 17 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the 2-division world champion tonight, making the second defense of his current title. Please welcome the reigning and defending WBA middleweight champion of the world, introducing Erislandy, the American Dream, Lara. Once again, our referee in charge, now to give instructions, Allen Huggins.
Okay, gentlemen, you both be giving the instructions in the dressing room. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. Anything from here on up is good. Here on up is good. Touch gloves. Let's go.
Scheduled for 12 rounds for Erislandy Lara's 160-pound championship. Pretty boy Michael Zerafa turned 32 on March, waiting a long time for this, his first opportunity at a major championship. The champion Lara, 10 first-round knockouts. Last one came against Thomas Lamana back in May of 21, a spectacular one-punch KO with a heavy left cross just 80 seconds into the fight, while Zerafa, he has 3 first-round knockouts, and 6 of his last 7 wins have come by KO. So both of them looking for the knockout here tonight. And yeah, you heard me right, Erislandy Lara has become all of a sudden a ferocious knockout puncher, Joe Goosen, and probably has always been.
I was there for that Lamana knockout, and that was like devastating. He's gotten better and better with age, to tell you the truth.
And it, when you get age, of course, the reflexes, your legs are, he's as mobile as they come, and yet he's comfortable in the trenches.
He's found the fountain of youth, but I also think, he does a lot of, sparring out here, and by virtue of sparring with a lot of guys from the United States, there's a lot of inside fighting, and you get more used to it, and I think he's done that, and he's implemented that in his great boxing style that he has, and he's just dangerous as ever.
Ebner, there are many storylines to follow for both fighters, from Michael Zerafa also training with None other than Nonito Donaire and his wife Rachel had a acrimonious split from his former trainer Sam Labruna, and now hooked up with the Donaires at the convention. And because Donaire's fought so many southpaws, he thought that he'd be the guy to not only motivate him psychologically, but show him some tricks of the trade in preparation for his first title shot.
Yeah, Nonito Donaire is training Zerafa for this fight, and he said, they worked on a lot of defense. Definitely that left hook that Nonito's known for, and you definitely want to look for that against a southpaw, against Lara. But one thing you don't want to give Lara is space. You want to be on him, you want to make him uncomfortable, because Lara is a thinker. He's a guy that, he's setting up a trap. He knows what he's doing in there, with a lot of experience.
Zerafa dreamed of becoming a world champion since the age of 7. He and Tim Tszyu were actually supposed to meet. Zerafa pulled out, but, well, we're into a golden era for the boxing fans of Australia with everything that's going on these days. And, of course, the headline is Tim Tszyu, who will seek to unify 154-pound titles against Sebastian Fundora in the main event. But here, since being elevated to full championship status after Gennady Golovkin vacated his title, Erislandy Lara looking to make his first defense.
For Lara, every round is a thinking round. For Lara, is not just the first round to figure you out. I mean, he goes this far. He said he didn't look at no tape for Zerafa, so he's figuring him out.
For Zerafa, it's the biggest fight of his career. For his sister, she is in the biggest fight of her life. And with more, let's go to Jordan Plant.
Thanks, Mauro. We see Michael Zerafa fighting 12 rounds tonight, but his sister Michelle has been battling breast cancer for the past 12 months, and Zerafa is dedicating this fight to her. He wasn't expecting Michelle to travel all the way from Australia, but she told me she's always planned to come. She just had to wait for some test results before she knew for sure. And she said, I knew he's doing this for me, so no matter what, I had to be beside him here tonight. So she's there ringside cheering him on. And Zerafa said if his sister can battle cancer, then he can fight Lara for 36 minutes and win. Joe, do you find guys that fight with a heavy heart like that do better on fight night, or does it hinder them?
Well, that situation doesn't happen too often, but it can work either way, to tell you the truth. But we saw it with Buster Douglas when his passed away, and Mike Tyson.
Keep it close to your body.
It can be an inspiration for sure.
And we saw Rachel and Nonito Donaire in Zerafa's corner as they are his trainers for this, his first title fight. And we begin round 2, of course. Zerafa also hoping to snap a losing streak outside of Australia, where he's 0-3. The last time he was in America was knocked out and stretchered out by none other than Peter Quillen back in 2015. But he said it. I was a boy then, I'm a man now.
Yeah, and look, I like the fact that he was training with Donaire. He's already got a good left hook, Zerafa. And, with Donaire, in his corner, he's probably improved it. He probably improved quite a few things. And I thought he did well in the first round. He could put on good pressure and kept Lara on the defense.
Yeah, Lara was 13 of 37, while Zerafa was 6 of 33 in that first round. A little below their usual outputs. Both of them average around 45 punches around. But of course, with Lara, he's in the top 10 of all the CompuBox stats, offensively and defensively.
And another thing I'm noticing from Zerafa now, and obviously Nonito had a lot to do with it, he is sitting down on those punches. He's not so jumpy. I see him jumpy in other fights, head up high. I mean, he's low. He's bending those knees. And I like this round so far.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
No. When I say stop, you stop.
Trying to get away with that.
Okay, there we go. Box.
Was that sniper left hand of Erislandy Lara, and I mentioned the knockout of Thomas Lamana is as violent as it gets out there.
Yeah, timing. I mean, timing is everything, and it has always been for Lara. He's a guy that he doesn't throw much punches, but when he does throw them, they're devastating.
Yeah, it's very accurate with his punches. For sure.
Repeat that.
Erislandy Lara definitely living the American dream. It took 2 years for him to escape his native Cuba, where he didn't get his first pair of shoes.
What did you?
Less than a minute left here in the second round, and for Lara, again, the story has been well chronicled, but he had to overcome so much to get to America, where he was made an American citizen in 2017, and now the nickname says it all, the American Dream. But it's Zerafa wants to live the Australian dream, and yes, fans getting a little antsy again. They're not known for throwing a lot of punches, but Lara landed a beautiful 1-2 through the high guard of Zerafa. But
Zerafa probably wished the crowd just kept quiet, because they inspired Lara to throw a nice left hand right jab and land it squarely.
Hands free, punching it out.
Lara's that type of fighter. I mean, he's going to set up something, and he's doing that. He's circling Zerafa. He's waiting for him to open up and land that left hand.
There it is on cue! Mamma mia! The prognosticator Abner Mares, in lightning quick fashion, the lethal left hand, the Cuban missile of Erislandy Lara, and Lara starches Michael Zerafa, and Lara remains a KO machine, turns 41 next month. He just recorded his 18th knockout victory, and Michael Zerafa, at least he's conscious after a shot like that.
Yeah, look, he's not the first victim of Erislandy Lara with that left hand. And Abner called it perfectly on time. And look, that's what he was doing. He was setting it up. He was waiting for his opportunity. The crowd was booing, and that might have inspired him to get off his horse and start throwing some more punches. But I just think you said was right. He waited for the right time.
Lara's timing makes metronomes envious. It's incredible how precise he is. Watch the replay. And there's the jab, of course, that blinded Zerafa momentarily, followed by the knockout blow.
And it's not Zerafa doing anything wrong. It's Lara doing everything right.
Yeah, look what he does here. Full jab, boom, right there. He's got him lined up. Right? And that's a southpaw's dream, to have a guy lined up right there, down straight in front of him.
I mean, the angle is perfect for Lara. He always does that. I mean, he sets it up with that jab. He finds the range, and there's the left. Right in the chin, and it's power. We've seen it many times.
The worst thing you want to do is set up right in front of a southpaw, right?
And Michael Zerafa's eyes say it all. He's done.
His legs,
title.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Joe?
No, I was going to say his legs show it more than his eyes. He couldn't stand up. And that was. And when you get hit like that early, a straight left hand like that.
And for the second consecutive time on American soil, gets knocked out violently. The first time Peter Crow in 2015. Now here against Erislandy Lara, and for the champion. This is his third KO within 2 rounds in his last 5 fights since adding Ismael Salas as his trainer. What happened to the Cuban School of Boxing?
Let's not forget, he's 40 years old, soon to be 41.
41.
No, Salas.
Power's the last thing to go.
That's right. Salas has got an incredible gym going over there, and lots of great talent.
All right, let's make it official. Let's go to Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes 59 seconds in round number 2. He is the winner by way of knockout, and still the WBA middleweight champion of the world, Erislandy, the American Dream,